Hey friends. So tomorrow apparently we're getting 6 inches of snow, which is ridiculous. But I wanted to do our garden update today because I wanted to show you a little part of the build, which I already filmed. But now I'm going to show you how the plants are doing as well. I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy and sane and mentally healthy during this break from life. I know it's been difficult with 2 littles at home and also brilliant at times. So thinking of everyone. All right, the first important thing about our garden is that Grandma and Grandpa sent a tractor. So quarantine love for this guy. This is still our potted soil mix, which we spent a fortune on, but I think it's going to be really lovely for these raised planter boxes. So Vivian and I have worked on putting in we didn't put in footings, but putting in some cement blocks and getting these level, which is great. And then we have a couple raised beds. We've been digging a little bit down to put the raised beds in. So there's one there, there's another one, and then both of them, and the bigger stand ones have greenhouse covers too, which hopefully will help here in the early season. And then we have one more big bed over here. And then the only other thing that we have is right now is these leafy green things, and we are planning to, on the other side of this, I will let that, you can tell them something. On the other side of this notch fence, we plan to put some rain barrels that can feed rain into the garden. So we're gonna mulch around this area back here. We're gonna do some flowers around the perimeter. Hopefully, we haven't really decided what the perimeter is gonna be. I don't think we wanna fence it in for the rabbits, but we probably should. So we're trying to figure that out, but this is where we're at with the build. So we're gonna do our garden walk today with an old fashioned, because that's what the mood I'm in, but these are our lettuce bags. I've been harvesting a lot out of these. We've actually had quite a few salads. And I like to do kale in the morning with my eggs, like fried kale. The kale really didn't turn out awesome. Like, it got super leggy and icky. The top they're good, but it's just not a lot of leaf on it. So I don't know what I did there. I actually did order a juicer today because I think with these stems and other leafy greens that I plan to grow, I'll have a lot to juice. And so that's what I'm gonna do with the stems. Our strawberries are doing fantastic. I did accidentally kill a couple. So these were actually my best, those dead ones over there were my best strawberries. And I missed a watering and they didn't make it. So I'm super bummed about that, but now the rest of them are catching up and I know how sensitive they are to watering. So I've been good about that. My onions continue to do well. They're getting like beefier stalk, which is great. But look at all the white mold on there. Like, I cannot get rid of this white mold and I don't love it. So we'll see what happens there, but they're still super good. And I actually put a pepper plant in there because my pepper plant jar is like they're shading each other out and they're like competing now. And so I moved one of the smaller plants over here to try to give it a little bit of room to breathe. These are all doing good, kind of holding steady. Whoops, holding steady. Way too large, don't plant in February, but fine. And then our tomato plants are like just a problem at this point. They're just a problem. So I cut off, I missed a couple here. But I've been cutting off the flowers as they've showed up because they can't, we're not gonna have tomatoes inside, we're not doing it. And been trying to prune them back where I can. I also went and I had to get some garden supplies anyway, so I went to Home Depot and I got some of these plant stands for the ones that are like, I mean, these are basically like, one of them like keeled over and tried to kill itself the other day. So like, I'm trying to support them as best I can. And my plan when I plant them in the garden is to plant them like up to here. I'm gonna plant them pretty far up and just hope that it makes a really strong and good plant for the year. So we'll see how this goes, but it's very, very obvious that I planted my tomato plants a little bit earlier than I should have. And then we'll come out here and I'll just show you my green beans that are ready for harvest, as you would. So they're just, you know, I mean, like really, honestly, these things are insane. Look at this thing. So this one is, I have little, let me see. Yeah, I got little buds all over. Little, it's not focused right now, but yeah, this is a little, there you go. So all over the place. And then this one's they're starting to come up over here as well. And so we're just gonna harvest our green beans inside, I guess. And then my hope is that when we move outdoors, I'll just plant another batch and we'll get another batch of green beans. But I staked, look at this. This is our lot corner stake from when we built the house. And I just moved that in here, staked them up, found some sticks in the yard, staked them up. So we'll see how we do. All right, I hope everyone is safe and well, and we'll talk soon.